Hello, all over the internet. Uh, Starting the broadcast in 3, 2, 1. It's 3, 2, 3, 1. It's Matt. 10:47 a.m. on Christmas Eve, Thursday, December 24th, 2020. Hello. I hope the signal is good. If you are watching on social media, please send me a comment. Always look forward to hear from folks. If you are on Facebook, I may not receive. I won't receive the comments, but I will definitely check the broadcast. I'll check my notifications on Facebook and all my social media just to see if I missed something. But I have received some of your hellos. Hello back to you. I have received some of your comments. I really appreciate you guys getting in touch with me. I think I'm broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, I think. Definitely on Haps. Not on Periscope, because that's not working. I don't have a computer that I can do that. I only have my phone, and there's an Android bug where I can't connect to my Periscope broadcast, unfortunately. So if you are commenting while you are watching this and I do not respond, my apologies. I will, again, I'll check my messages later. Always nice to get comments, though. Always nice to hear from you. And feel free to just to subscribe to my Haps so you can get notified when I'm on and we can talk. And also in my bio, there's a couple links to PayPal and to buymeacoffee.com if you want to throw a couple of bucks my way, show support. I appreciate it. We're all struggling. And I'm not going to lie. A couple of bucks here and there could help me out quite a bit. You know how it is. Everybody's struggling. And I'm not often the type of guy that would mention that, but I'm having one of my strong days today where, I don't feel like a complete piece of garbage. And so, like, we're all in the same boat. That's all I'm saying. So the whole reason that I'm on here today, in particular, I've had a lot of things on my mind today since I was up this morning. I had my coffee, and I'm all out. But I had my coffee, and I've been driving around making some deliveries, trying to make a couple bucks, and haven't had the radio on. I haven't had really anything on, but normally I have like something playing in the background. But today it's just been like I've been all in my brain today. That's what it's been today for me. I have a couple projects that I've had on my brain for years. Folks that have known me from Periscope ever since I started live broadcasting, I've been talking about it, about developing like some sort of project. Well, it's not some sort of project, it's a project. It's a huge project. It's like my life's project that I had been dreaming of for quite a while. Sci-fi related. And for those of you that are on Haps that don't know me, I'll let you know a little bit about me. One of the things I am a complete nerd. I have a Klingon symbol tattooed on my leg. I love everything, all things geek, role-playing games and movies and TV and just video games. A lot of sci-fi stuff. I used to read when I was younger because that's what you had were books. You didn't not a lot of video games. when I was a kid because they hadn't made them yet. Um, in fact, it was when I was a kid. That's when they started making video games. You're welcome. Um, but all that Star Wars and Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica and Babylon 5 and Stargate and all that stuff. Yeah, I ate that stuff up. Isaac Asimov was my favorite author. Um, I loved uh, I loved sci-fi so much, and the movies and TV and stuff. I ate that up. Um, and then in the '90s, I got into Dungeons and Dragons, and then that just introduced me to tabletop role-playing games. So I've been huge into that. Um, and not just well, first of all, the idea of oh my God, that movie, that TV show, that those worlds came from somebody's brain, and they were amazing. Um, you know, and that character, it was like it kind of reminded me, it kind of made me think about those characters are people in that world. Like uh, the imagination can fuel so many worlds. Um, the rules of reality are what's the word I'm looking for? Dictated by imagination. If you think of something, if you dream something, um, it was just that the creation of art, the creation of those worlds was something that amazed me. That a mind or a group of minds could create something like Star Wars, where you could follow the lives and the adventures of these characters. Um, it was amazing to me, and so I latched onto that. Um, I've done a few, like, especially with the role playing games part of it. Like, oh my gosh, there's not only is Dungeons and Dragons that everybody knows, but there's also like modern settings, and there's sci-fi settings, there's futuristic settings, there's uh, you know, any genre that you could think of, any um time period or the alternate reality you could think of. Like, what if the one of the popular ones that you'd see on television and stuff is like, what if the U.S. lost the World War II, or what would the Nazis won, or what would the world look like if this happened or this didn't happen? And so the alternate reality um, idea, the concept, fueled a lot of stories, and like I said, I've been very interested in stories. So that kind of that blew my mind. That in a way, the movies and TV shows and video games and stuff that are being developed, the development of those stories, the development of those um, adventures was something that really intrigued me. And then getting into the entertainment business, learning about production, audio production, video production, um, you know, the learning about not necessarily the business of entertainment, but the art of entertainment, like the uh, writing and directing and acting and special effects, the creation side of it. I've never been one for the business side of it. I think that's actually one of those things that hampers, that hinders the art process. I'll support writers and actors and dreamers and musicians and Anybody that creates those things, I'll support them to the end of time. But um, I can't say that I really appreciate what studios can tend to do. Recording companies, labels, the the yeah, the money side of it, the business side of it. The I can't say that I really appreciate those types of folks, but it's all part of the process of getting what you want out there. So, um, but anyways, and that's the thing that's kind of hurt me in a lot of ways is I'm an artist, and I love to be a person that can create a thing. I love discussing it. I love talking about characters. Hi, Myrna. Hi there. Thanks for stopping in. Hello. Um, is the signal okay? Because it looks weird on my end. I look frozen on my end. So can you Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope you have a good Christmas. Um, I look frozen on my end. Like my face is barely doing anything on my screen, but it may just be my phone. Good to see you too. Thank you very much. Maybe it's just the app is weird for me. It is good. All right. Good to hear. Um, so yeah, so uh, nothing gets me excited like thinking about and talking about science fiction. And specifically, over the years, I've thought about, well, what would I want in a TV show? What would I want in a movie or a video game or a role playing game? What type of stuff would I make if I could? And um, I thought I've developed this thing over time that I've ended up calling 10,000 worlds. That's the hashtag that you see on the um, on the title. 10K worlds is my thing that I've developed, which combines a lot of the stuff that I like. Anybody that's interested in science fiction may know about like time travel and dimensional travel, and there are shows like Sliders and Stargate and that um, Quantum Leap. So many properties. Uh, Back to the Future. Like stuff from way back, like H.G. Wells, Time Machine. Oh, hello, Melissa. What's going on? How are you? Um, it's uh, it's Melissa Mopa. Um, there's so many different aspects of those things that I like that I want to incorporate into one thing. And you're cold. I understand that. I'm up here in Maine, and it's like 30 degrees, and it's gonna get super windy. Um, up to 55 miles per hour. It says as far as the warnings, somewhere between 30 and 50 miles per hour. So yikes. Uh, so yeah, winter definitely here. So yeah, I wanted to. Uh, I enjoyed talking about those things, and I enjoyed thinking about those things, and I'd like to meet. On That's the reason why I get on to live streaming and -5. Yikes. Yikes. That's winter. That's what winter is like. Jeez. Um, I want to I want to talk about those things, and I want to get on as much social media as I can to get myself out there in front of in front of people. Um, bring this to people's attention to have discussions about the science fiction and uh, like the questions that I have in my head. Like I would love to have a conversation with other nerds about the things that like um, there's a scenario, there's a whole story going on in my head where it's like, I wonder what does anybody? The dogs have boots and coats. Get Twitch going. I should. Yeah, all I have is my mobile phone, so I don't know how I can jump on Twitch. I wish that Haps. That'd be great if Haps had a Twitch. Um, if I could, you know, um, sign on to Twitch, just do that simulcast onto there. That'd be fantastic. That's something that they should definitely look into. Unfortunately, I don't have my laptop working, so I can't get on my laptop. But I definitely would love to, because That's the nerd community right there. That's the one that I think I could connect with a lot of folks and talk about stuff. I'm broadcasting on YouTube, so that's good. Twitch has good mobile now, but you can't do any overlays on it. Oh, all right. I wasn't aware of that. Well, overlays, yeah, yeah, that could be a problem. I didn't realize that they could do mobile as far as broadcasting. I might look into that anyways. Uh, I've been meaning to send Haps an email just to be like hello and thank you. I'd love to speak with some of the members of the community, um, some of the developers, and just be like, hi. You may have been informed or inquiries may have been made previously about these things, but I just wanted to, just in case, I wonder how you guys are handling or if you're going to handle certain things like um, because if Periscope is going to be ending in March, I think that's a great opportunity for Haps to be to take the reins, to be there to catch a lot of a lot of this stuff. Um, App integration is the coolest part of it. Like the fact that I could talk to people on Facebook and YouTube, that people on all those platforms, whatever you like, you don't have to move you don't have to move an inch. If you subscribe to me on any of those platforms, you get notified that I'm broadcasting. You can get on whatever's comfortable for you, just so that you can hear me and you can talk to me. I'm like, that's all I want. But no, that's good to hear that Twitch has good mobile. I'll have to look into that. And I've been sad lately. I've been having bad days. I've been having bad mental days lately. And the one thing that always seems to pick me up is when I think about 10,000 Worlds. Like that seems to be the thing that it stimulates my brain in the right way, in all the right ways. And so having a good day today and thinking about that, like nothing would make me happier than to find people to have this conversation about these conversations, plural, about um, the questions that I have in my brain. Like, how would that work? How would things work? How would people? How would if something like the the thoughts in my head, the ideas, the stories, the adventures that I have going on in my brain, like how would people really react to that stuff? So hmm, I uh, I would love to hear from anybody. that is interested in science fiction or writing, creating of any sort. Anybody that has that sort of a mind where they would like to, they have their own opinions about certain things like Stargate and those properties. Like I know um, I know a good number of folks from broadcasting on Periscope that like the sci-fi, um, and that have opinions. But it's difficult to get in touch with, and it's difficult to have a conversation with a lot of folks because they're doing their own thing. Everybody's living their own life, and just because I'm available to talk about it doesn't mean that they're available. So yeah, that's just how life is. I'm awake. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk, and other people may be busy doing whatever they do, living their lives. So I get that. I dig that. Uh, all the more reason to reach out to folks on the internet. Uh, and I mean that's been the basis of the the brand, my brand 3231, is reaching out to creative folks, passionate folks about whatever they're passionate about. Um, which kind of gives me hope that someday something, I mean, as long as I know that it's still in me, the hope and the passion, you know, um, something may happen someday. It's just a bad time right now for me. But at the very least, uh, I uh, I still want to have the conversation with folks. Maybe can't do anything about it right now, but talking about it, just having fun, talking about nerdy stuff. That's cool. So yeah, as a reminder, if anybody's tuning in right now, if anybody's watching right now, and you know of anybody that like uh is a sci-fi nerd, chances are they may have the internet on their mobile device or PC. They may have some sort of electronic device that can connect them to social media on the internet. And they may have an account on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or or uh and so if you know of anybody that likes the sci-fi stuff, that likes the nerdy stuff, or like I said, video games or comic books or role-playing games or anything like that, uh please spread the word. Seriously, I would love to meet more people and talk about stuff. There, it's such a money making opportunity. Like it's such a big business, the nerd business, pop culture and stuff like that. Like like conventions and God, streaming services, and like you see how Disney and Marvel and Warner and the DC Comics and like all these properties, all these movies, all these things that are being made, all these amazing things, Critical Role, and you see the millions of people that are enjoying these things, and it's just like I appreciate that so much. I appreciate those people so much, and it's like those are the type of people that I love to meet, um, and have these conversations about. Not even necessarily for the money making opportunity, not necessarily for I want to make a thing and I want to put it out on the internet, and I want to write something and produce something, not just the conversation itself, just the fun of um geeking out with folks. That's that's mainly what I'm into. What I want, like, that would put me in good spirits. That would make me happy. I just want to be happy. I just want, the feeling of the feeling of being entertained, the joy that you get, and the wonder that you have from a good sci-fi product, from a good, nerding out, that feeling. I want some of that. I want more of that. I'm tired of being bummed out and being sad and bored. So, me. This is what I want. If you want to hear more about what I want, please subscribe. Follow me on social medias. This is why I have like 5 people that watch me. 12. Give myself some credit. I have 12 people that watch me. I have nothing else to provide for anybody in humanity. I have nothing else to provide society, but maybe maybe 1 or 2 good conversations. So there you go. Uh, on a different subject, today I did something that made me feel really good. Uh, Yesterday, family here, we had a uh, Christmas gift exchange and that sort of thing, which was great. Um, I've I've been having financial difficulties and everything. I Which makes me feel guilty that I don't have anything to really give other than like I love my family and I want to spend time with them and I appreciate them very much and I want them to know that I love them and appreciate them and I was given a gas card, $25 gas card, and which I thought was awesome. And so today I filled up my tank, but I only used like 22 other 25 bucks. So I had $3 left on my card. And there was somebody that was on the road that they were not having a good time, um, panhandling, which it's sad that some people that's how they how they can scrape by, and it's unfortunate. Um, I drove up and I'm like, it's not much, but $3 on a gift card at a gas station, like that's a cup of coffee. It's a sandwich. Well, not really a sandwich. Sandwich is like $5. Holy shit! But it's something. So I'm like, here, it's not. It's $3. I love you. Do good. So that made me feel better. I could do something for somebody. In an ideal world, here goes the imagination. Here goes the the dreamer part of me. In an ideal world, I would love to give. I want to give people so much. I want to make people smile. I want to make people happy. I want to contribute more. I want to be a giver. I want to contribute in a way that can make people feel better and think better. I've talked about it before how like I'm kind of tired of the way that, everything on TV is gore and violence and everybody's the bad guy and comic books. Not no. I appreciate properties. Getting back on the nerd subject, I appreciate properties like The Boys and The Walking Dead and stuff like that. Like that is entertaining, but I've had my fill of those kind of subjects, the darker subjects. It's not bad to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. To stay in those things and you know the like I said, the sex and violence and all that stuff, corruption and all that. Like I've kind of had enough of that, and I've talked about on Periscope where I want to see a lot of the stuff that I used to see, like the Starfleet type of stuff, the wanting to be the best that humanity has to offer, wanting to see more the fun and adventure and wonder and that sort of thing. Um, I, I it's kind of cool too that like the Starfleet stuff, like the Star Trek stuff, like Discovery, the change that they made in their third season, like I'm all for it. They have that wild sci-fi, like the positive, the feel good stuff. I dig it. I want more of that. Um, that's an ongoing theme with me. I feel bad too much. I feel sick too much. Like, and there's a lot of that. There's too much sick in the world. There's too much uh bullshit in the world, and like I want to see things come around. I want to see the change. I want to see a change happen. And so maybe my way is just you know talking about a cool thing, talking about a fun thing. That'd be nice. But that being said, um, there doesn't seem to be a lot of activity currently right now. Maybe I can try later on today to get on and see what everybody's up to. But if anybody watches this, if anybody has any ideas or suggestions or comments that they'd like to make regarding science fiction, regarding nerding out and the stuff that I talked about on this broadcast, I'd love to hear from you. And you can certainly let me know through whatever social media you use, or the ones that the ones that I've mentioned that I frequent, like Instagram and YouTube, are probably the two um, uh, that I use the most. So I get notifications for all of them, of course. But I am at 3231. If you look at my bio, the link for that at 3TWO30NE is how you can get in touch with me. Uh, I certainly look forward to hearing from you, and maybe we can organize something, a day of the week, a time of the day during the week or weekend that would be a lot of folks could get together and we could have a conversation. That'd be fantastic. I'd get a kick out of it. But thank you very much. For those of you that are watching for the first time, please follow me if you haven't followed me yet. Please share the broadcast with your friends. Always nice to make new friends. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I'll try to get on here soon. So I'll talk to you guys later on. Have a great day. Happy holidays to everybody. Be safe and be healthy. I love you. Love you. Bye.